Hello, everyone. I'm Plasma, as may like to call me, that guy with the afro. And I honest to God wish that video was clickbait. Because quite frankly, if it were, it would not be nearly as important as I was going to do last time. Now, in the last video, I discussed something on this terms of one other VTuber. I can't even remember their name. It's inconsiderately unimportant right now. But what I mean by this is that I actually had gone through and done some research. And the research I've done over the last maybe, 2 to 3 days tells me there's a problem with the VTubers as a general instance. Now, allow me to make it very clear. I don't care if you like me or not. That is irrelevant. I don't care if you think I'm kidding about this. I'm going to do what I'm going to deal with, and that's that. Whether it is you or another convention does not matter. The fact that you think that causing drama is a problem, well, unfortunately, I have to deal with what I've got to deal with. Now, on that video, that picture, I'm not kidding when I say what I just said. If you saw that text underneath the picture, that is legitimately what I'm about to show you. Now, granted, let me start off with the realistic point of view here, if I shall. Last week, I've gone through and looked at a ton of different problems within the VTuber community, and I come down to one name, Silvervale. Why is that? Because two things happened. First thing is a little bit more public and open and honest. And that was that Silvervale was at the time banned from basically using the context of Twitch for a few days because they were apparently violated policy. I hate to say this, but that apparently, no, it actually was a fact. They violated a policy that said that you could not expose your buttocks at all during any point in your stream for whatever reason. And thus, we get down to the point of everyone defending them, everyone saying, oh, Silvervale did nothing wrong. When I actually look at it, that's the problem. Silvervale's ban was justified, and everyone was like, well, screw this. No big deal, right? Well, that would have been the case, except for I started looking in some details about some of these VTubers. Now, allow me to make it very clear. That's problem number one. There are plenty more coming, and it's across the board. This does include Project Melody. So, what happened? What actually went on? Well, let's start off with the first problem. Silvervale's banning was justified. I don't have my general blah, 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 so I have to do shaky cam. Ooh, shaky cam, low budget YouTube stuff. So let's go over here and let me send you to her Discord. This is her Discord, and wow, that's not subtle at all. Oh no, that's not reason to be bannable, except for when I come over here, I know it's a little hard to see and it might be flipped for you guys. It says Asian food, Hex Pix, aka Asian food. And let me make it see if I can't give you a better look at it. There we go. Yeah, it's flipped around. I on my end at least. I know you can probably see it. I have like a flippy here, flippy there. Let me go ahead and just click off of that and click off onto this. I'm sorry. But generally, back to it. There we go. And I got to rotate this around a bit. Hold on a second. There we go. Let me go ahead and rotate that. Flip it around. Doesn't really matter. Rotate. I apologize. Low budget YouTubing for the win. Okay. You know what? Let me just open it up in Paint and flip it around for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Give me one moment. Again, low budget YouTubing. This is one guy in his bedroom with a webcam. Let me go ahead and rotate. Flip horizontal. Right. Rotate. Flip vertical. Okay, this is crazy. I apologize. Well, anyway, Let's take a look at it now, if I may. I am so sorry for the usual low budget stuff, but my thing didn't want to work right with OBS. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. We'll get to that. Let's move it back over here. This is going to be the same picture. Now that I see I can show you, it's going to be right over there. Making sure I get it upright. I am so sorry, but it's right over here. And you can see it says pet pics, aka Asian food. And quite frankly, this is one of those things that I have to go and say, even though it might be a joke, yeah, one, that's pretty racist. And I don't care what anyone says. I've tried to divide this 5,000 different ways. And honestly, it's all the same. Racist, racist, racist. If not at the very least insensitive as a joke. Two, what we got with the blah, blah, blah virus, I can't say out loud, quite frankly, bluntly puts out the fact that this person basically didn't really care what was going on at the time. I mean, I joined that server and left it in the span of 3 weeks. So big deal that. And it's still going on, by the way. Three, no matter if I don't have the racist ant to it, that's insensitive and basically inhumane. Terribly stupid, incredibly short-sighted. I can't believe somebody would ever go out and say it that way to the history of humanity. Why would you go and say anything of the sort and expect something not to be said by this? And I'm having a very freaking hard time thinking of Lily Pichu eating their pet Snizu. I love that adorable Koji. Fuck you, Somerville! Here's where we come down to the dilemma. That's just the starting point. Here's what every single person decides to do. They basically hero worship her to no end. The banning alone was stupid, but trying to become insensitive to people of a different race, yeah, fuck you. That's only part number one. That's the scary thing. And this is the ironic, dark twist of fate that people think they have. You know, as you can probably tell, I have ways of getting through everything. What did I say in my last video and a few previous ones? You cannot simply remove yourself from anyone's good graces in Discord or email or whatever. They find a way. And of course, I have 8,000 different ways of doing it. You can say blah, 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 but we get down to the nuts and bolts. I've been doing it for decades. Are you kidding me? People have done it to me. Who do I? That's why I say you treat everyone like they're Donald Trump 3.5. Unless they break a rule or whatever the heck have you, you don't say anything about negativity at all. Now, I'm going to show you what this rule is, and hopefully it will work better this time. I know I have a pretty mid webcam, but I'll go ahead and get to the point. This rule is pretty much universal, and it says pretty much, here's the one I'm going to, the usual rigmarole of, yeah. I'm sorry, give me a moment. Again, low budget YouTubing for the win. Ooh, low budget, very low budget. So let's go ahead and get this up. I see where I'm at. I also see this inverted. I apologize. That nope, not gonna show you that. Don't need to show you that. Basically, that blah 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 blah. Here is the rule set. And this is across the board. This is the same real conditions. Basically, they say, if you don't mind, that do not go and talk bad about everybody else. Okay, that's fine. That's fine with me. You don't have to go ahead and like anybody, but you don't go bad talk anyone else on their server. That's okay. That's a doable, reasonable expectation. But here comes the problem. They're not banning people based on what they do on their Discord servers. Oh no. They've gone and literally threatened banning people based on what you do off of them. In fact, I just got this little message from another said person. Basically, hey, you've been talking about the personality. Okay, whatever. And I don't mind showing you these whole chats. I have all these chats. Again, I know it's inverted, but stick with me. This person here, if I may be back to my usual self, I am so sorry, shaky cam. Ooh. This person basically said, just because I've been talking about people, I'm going to basically be kicked from their server because I talked about one person, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to go ahead and close this. It is no longer relevant here. Close that. So it's not the only time this has happened, by the way. This is a moderator from Project Melody who's basically saying, you've done it toward other VTubers. We don't really care. It doesn't matter if it's on our Twitch platform or Discord. We basically say we don't care if you do it or not. It doesn't really fucking matter. Well, okay. Except for what happened in my last video. I told people that I was called evil for the things I've done. So I'm not allowed to defend myself either in any platform. They're just going to block you, block you, block you, block you, block you. Okay. Not like I need them anyway. What did I say in the last video? Whenever you think about it, if I'm not afraid to piss off convention after convention after convention, what God helpful choice do you have? Huh? What's your possibility to make me feel afraid of you? Nothing. Honestly, I don't hero worship anybody, not even Donald Trump, so don't give me that crap. Okay, so let's go down the chain of events as they've happened so far. One, we have a person who uses a racist, if not inhumane, at the very minimal, insensitive chat box with a opinion that she did nothing wrong, even though she was rightfully banned from Twitch and for a few days. And now you can't say anything on the whole anywhere, or we're going to find you and ban you. Wow, that's pretty fucking authoritarianism, is it? Bullshit. If one person screws up, they should own up to it, and you should at least say, oh yeah, okay, sure, we're sorry. But everyone's basically saying, no, if you even mention us in a bad light, we're going to ban you everywhere. Well, fuck you. I don't need you anyway. But here's where it really gets grim, folks. This is point number 4. They're basically saying, well, if you talk bad about us, even if we did something wrong, they never said anything about, oh, well, you know what? Maybe we should have reconsidered what you were saying. I mean, I've had people call me evil for the things I did, and I apologize for what I did. But no, nobody, absolutely 0 people, have ever said, I'm sorry for what we did to you. No, it's always me, 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 me. Okay, I don't need you. Here's the honest truth. I don't need any one of you at all. You can complain all you want to. I don't need you. And honestly, I'm going to go ahead and cancel my services to Project Melody anyway. I was going to do that anyhow. So after tomorrow, I'm gone pretty much. So be it. Bottom line is, this also comes out to be a bigger issue. Let's say somebody goes around and basically says, you know what, you're being a jerk. I don't like you. Goodbye. That's bullshit anyway. It's like, oh, well, I'm talking about this. I'm trying to say this and that. Okay. What have you done for me? What have you done? What have you done? What have you done? Honestly, most of these VTubers have done nothing. And let me make it clear. This includes Iron Mouse. This includes Silverveil. This includes Project Melody. This includes One-San, whoever. I don't even remember anymore. This includes, I can figure out, it would definitely include Isabella Electrum, but it goes further. It might include Sickly Momo. I don't know. It might include some other people that are smaller, but I know it includes that. The only two people who I have talked about, and they have said, don't worry about it. It's okay. I get it. You're human. You're not trying to go after me. I've done nothing wrong to you. You've done nothing wrong to me. Okay, sure. Are Jenny Starveling and another one, Magical Mystic VA, who's definitely on the rise. Those are the only two VTubers of any kind who are like, sure, you've been good to me. So what? That's the point. None of these people think of themselves as independent contractors. They believe that they are holier than thou and they don't care about you and they don't care about what you say and they're not willing to take criticism. So fucking what? But we get to a dark place in a hypothetical sense. And I pray to God Almighty this doesn't happen. What happens if some of these people do something illegal? I mean, really illegal, if not outright evil, sinister, dark. What happens if one of these people, hypothetically speaking, decides to rob a bank or literal arson a church or synagogue or a mosque? What ought to happen? God forbid. If one of these people decides they're going to put a bullet through someone's skull, they get rushed in the hospital, and that person who got shot flatlines, then what? Are we not allowed to criticize that? Are we not allowed to put that on our streams and our chats? That's going to be big news if somebody does that normally. Excuse me a moment. I can't have my reputation even near that thought. I don't care about the rest of you, but I am not going to defend somebody who posts racist stuff or at least insensitive stuff who rightfully got banned from Twitch and everyone's think, oh, it's all nice, happy go lucky. No. If somebody were to kill someone, I'd be on the hook for actually going up to saying they're a model character for Twitch. I can't do that. And I can't believe people hero worship so much they ignore this one little factoid. In other words, everyone I just mentioned, besides the two I was talking about who weren't involved, have defended somebody who was banned from Twitch for showing their butt, let's face it, shaking their ass in front of the cam, while being insensitive, if not outright racist or inhumane, and believing that everybody should just go ahead and listen to what they say. Why? Why the hell? It's like this. Take a sports team, for instance. I'm not gonna tell you I supported what the Houston Astros did. They cheated, they got caught, people rightfully were angry at them. But why are you guys advocating for their destruction elsewhere? Why are you guys advocating for them to get hit in the face with baseballs, or if some of them are sending death threats? That is the most stupid way of doing things. Everything that I've seen up to this point tells me stay away from VTubers. They are going to cause so much trouble within each other that if somebody does something wrong, they're all going to be backing them like, ha, no, nothing to see here. Move along, sweep it on the rug, and screw you. However, I do feel bad for one of them. I do, because in the whole instance of public destruction of whatever the hell they've got, I feel really horrible for Bad Luck Yang, because they're going through a separation and they're not with what was Good Luck Yen. I don't even know her name anymore. I don't care. But he's suffering because he's not with the one he loves. And I understand that firsthand. I lost my fiance a year and a half ago. And for me to not be able to at least talk to her and understand how she's feeling, it hurts me to this day. And even with all the stupidity that I've just had to go through, all the people saying, if you say anything, we'll ban you because we're authoritarian. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. Ah, hell, Project Adolf. Melody, all great, almighty. Everyone bow to her. Fuck that. Even with all that, we're still human beings. We still have our reputations, our livelihoods, our jobs to consider. And if you suggest that your job is to basically ignore these problems about us, about our lives, about how we do things, then quite frankly, we might as well just leave. Or even worse, make YouTube videos of one guy in his bedroom with a webcam and plenty of more screenshots than that. Oh, I have tons more. I might just post those up on my Facebook page because you know what? I haven't used that in a while and I really want to use that Facebook page. I'll even link it in the description. You can go ahead and see it. But generally speaking, even after all that, I honestly feel horrible for Bad Luck Yang. He didn't ask for this. He didn't want this. He was lonely when it all happened, and I'm sorry that it did. If anything, I do feel for the human element of that. And whether it's your livelihood or not, I still have my livelihood to deal with. I still have to talk to conventions. I still have to go around telling people what happened. I had to talk to Onicon about what Anime Matsuri and Delta HCon said about me. I have to do it too. And the fact that people consistently think that this is cute to say, well, we're not going to do it. We're just going to do whatever we want, no matter how evil it is. No, no, I can't associate with that. And with that being said, every VTuber except for the two I mentioned are guilty. Do not put your money toward Project Melody. Do not put your money toward Silverville. Do not put your money toward Iron Mouse. Do not put your money to Isabella Electrum. Do not put your money to any one of these people. They are nothing but trouble in the long term. And I get that you have a livelihood in your job, but this is my livelihood, my reputation, my going to conventions, and my talking to the people out there who put their God hard earned money to go to watch a voice actor, a legitimate voice actor, talk about how they love Vic Mignogna's whatever for 15 minutes. If that bothers you that I'm talking about other people, then I'm sorry. You need to be better. At least work with that person instead of complain about them. Yeah, I've got that too. In all seriousness, I'm going to cancel my Project Melody subscription effective tomorrow after the last thing I'm going to do. I'm going to move off of this and go back to doing what I love to do. Conventions, gaming. I still have the Astros fan rant to talk about. Wait till the season starts. There's going to be more coming. But you know what? I didn't need them 4 months ago. Why the hell do I need any of them now? Why do you? Why do you need them if they're going to be so dictatorial that if you talk even one thing about them, they will remove you? Why? So what? It's not like I can't watch other things on the universe. Huh. Now that I said that, I wonder what else is going to happen. I wonder who's going to come at me next time. Is it going to be another anime convention like San Japan or Anime Matsuri? Is it going to be another superstar, whatever the hell, who wants more money because of blah, blah, blah? However you make your money is up to you. But if you do so maliciously, you get called out for it. And thus, VTubers are getting called out today. In any case, I hopefully won't call out a lot of other things when you like, share, and subscribe. I am still going to go to other conventions. I am still planning on doing Delta HCon, even though that might not look very good. And believe me, the long-awaited Astros fan rant is a-coming. It's a-coming. But despite all this, I'm still human. I still wish Bad Luck Yang all the best. And I hope whatever he's going through, he recovers. Until next time, later.